What's good, everybody? I am the Sneaker Freak, and you are back into the Shoe Cave. I got my man Slick, Vez, Psycho, my man Ronell, and Steve in the building. Shout out to the new Pod Flow podcast. So what's up, fellas? Today's subject is how social media impacts how people buy shoes. So, for example, would you say when you see the shoe release date on social media, the amount of likes, the amount of comments, does that impact your decision on if you want to purchase a shoe or let it sit?
I don't even look at it. As far as I don't look at no comments or likes, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't even.
Yeah, if you see the picture, if you see the picture, if you like it, get it to you.
Yeah, so like, for example, if you see, so like, I look at shoe sites like Sneaker Shoes, SoulLink, Nice Kicks, and all that, but also I'm on Instagram and Facebook a lot. So if I'm scrolling, just from like IP targeting and stuff, I'm going to naturally see different shoes that I'm looking at pop up, and you see the amount of likes, the amount of comments, and sometimes they can impact whether or not individuals buy a shoe. Me, myself, personally, it gives me an idea of how hard it's going to be to get the shoe, but it doesn't necessarily impact whether or not I like the shoe more because there are more people who want the shoe, especially with Jordans nowadays. I just feel like it's a shoe that with some styles is extremely saturated, but like with Yeezys, and every time I'm talking with Vez, I can usually anticipate how difficult it's going to be to get the shoe, even if it's off of a website, whether or not it's going to be a traffic jam or the website's going to shut down or not. So I was just interested in y'all's thoughts since social media is hit.
I mean, I look to social media to. I don't know. I don't base my opinion of the shoe off of social media. Nothing to do with social media. It's just informative for me. Kind of like you said, maybe to generate to see how many people like it, but I don't read comments. I don't do all that read comments and stuff.
It's been a hype beast thing. When you do it.
I think it is. I mean, in my opinion, it's a hype beast tendency. Yeah, no, I think
You
it
what?
is.
Read the comments and stuff.
No, I'm saying to let that impact whether you
To
want
let
to
it impact your
Yeah.
decision. Oh,
And I think to take it a step further, even if you see a celebrity or somebody in the shoe and you like, damn, Fab got that on, I think that's a hype beast tendency. To be honest.
to make you want it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess point.
But that's very
strategic
common.
marketing though.
It
Fab's
is.
probably getting a bag for that.
I'm not knocking him at all. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
saying,
I'm just saying, yeah, they do. You know what I'm saying? They do stuff they put it on the celebrity that people mess with or something.
Right.
So I mean, it's been doing that when we was in college with Wale. Every time he had a shoe on, Nike retroed it, or you know what I'm saying? If it was coming out, it was just hyped up because Wale had it on.
Yeah. And you can probably
Wale-
say the same
'cause I
thing
think
about Kanye.
Like that nigga Wale, wasn't he the one? Like, wasn't he the first one that had the eggplants?
He's the first person I saw wearing it.
Yeah, I think he had them on at a concert or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. But as far as like, because back in the day, we probably saw stuff on East Bay, or maybe there were still websites like
Soul Collector, Nice Kicks.
yeah, where you can see the actual release date,
Yeah.
and then that was it. I would show up at the store and see the 5 of y'all in line trying to get the same shoe. It wasn't really, I'm scrolling through social media.
I mean, I think social media does impact people's buying if we're really being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think people can kind of gauge if it's going to, really move the needle. I think people can kind of gauge how many likes or if people's talking about it, if they're really kind of engaged through the comments, or if they're going to be like, all right, let me go ahead and copy this shoe. Even if I don't necessarily want it, I might just copy it just so I can flip it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
That's another good point. Yeah.
like with the black and pink ones, like I think if they would have put if I was over at Jordan Brand, I'd have figured out a way to put Cameron in the black and pink ones.
For sure.
Then I think Cass would have been like, yo, you see the black and pink ones? Cameron had them joints. So now it's kind of like, yeah,
You mess with Cam, you're a grandma.
yeah. Because it kind of gives it a little bit more authenticity because it's not a retro colorway.
Right.
It's got a retro color blocking, but it's not an OG colorway. This is a never before seen color, but it looks like a GS shoe because it's black and pink.
Right.
But with that color blocking though, personally, I seen it a couple days ago. It's hard to me. I ain't even hit up Vans like,
I
bro.
ain't seen it in person.
Bro, you see the black and pink ones?
I seen them earlier.
It's hard, bro.
Several people had them on at Bunch of Beach earlier.
Oh yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, what you think about it?
They alright.
Yeah, but I think they're all right.
I feel like they done came out already. That was a color. Wasn't it like a couple years ago?
My man right here, he's up on it, man. Pull it out, man.
We can talk about it.
We gonna talk about
We
it.
can talk about it. Might as well.
I do wish though that the gray sole on it was either white or like that sail colorway, kind of like that vintage worn look. Cause then it was like an OG colorway. With that gray, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
You said
Them
green
green laces is fire though.
You said
Oh,
green
no,
laces?
Green laces is fire.
Yeah,
I ain't even know that.
What's the point of the green laces?
I don't care.
I don't know
They-
either. I was
they
thinking the
fire,
same
though.
thing, but I'm like, for what? But I'm like, I don't know.
But
I'm
you
like,
know, Nike. A lot of times they do around
Okay.
Easter.
Everybody
They
say
gonna
that
do.
Easter.
Yeah, they gonna.
Yeah.
They gonna
Okay,
do
okay.
it on the Easter.
See, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about them being the Easter ones. I might have to go pick them joints up.
Just got hyped into it then.
I like
Hey.
the green tips on it. I didn't know they had green
Yeah,
tips on
the
it.
green
Yeah,
tips
they
on
threw
the
me
pink
off
ones.
too.
The
Yeah,
pink
it's
was
like-
So you gonna pay $120 for some green tips? $190 for some
I was gonna say,
green.
what's 120?
Well, they used to be, you know what I'm saying? I haven't bought shoes in a minute, bro. For retail,
Oh,
not
they
named
don't
Yeezys,
tell me nothing,
unfortunately.
bro. They just look good to me, bro.
I think they fire.
Yeezys is cool, bro. Leather's nasty, bro. Good leather.
But I think to your initial question, I think a lot of it have to do with how many pairs you think it's gonna be,
Mhm.
because I think limited quantities is always gonna sell.
Okay.
And see, if those was limited,
Mhm.
then everybody would want to try to get them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I think that's what, to me, that's what social media has done, has basically, it hypes things up because of the sheer number. It doesn't have nothing to do with what it looked like, what the backstory is, none of that. If they say it's only 3,000 of them,
Mhm.
cats will go crazy. If they say it's 300,000, they're sick.
Right.
That's just kind of how it goes.
It's a good
You know
point.
what I'm saying? So, in my opinion,
I mean, if you
you
know
know,
that everybody, can get them, it's no different from those. You know what I'm saying? If you knew that everybody could actually get those, like, I don't know. You know,
yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
if they were selling SBs and Chimps, it wouldn't have been the same.
Right.
But I think that too though was, I guess it's just being in the know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it last week as far as accessibility. That's what the internet brings to the sneaker culture, is accessibility. To a lot of people who probably wouldn't have
Able
access to it.
Yeah.
Including people who live in our city. So, I guess that's the positive, but to me, everything after that is strictly negative. All of it. Don't get nothing from me.
You know what? Kind of throws a wrench in there for it is the raffles. It kind of keeps it honest to a certain extent, unless you even plugged in even more
Yeah.
or have a certain buying pattern.
Yeah.
But I was just interested in y'all's thoughts on that because it's definitely a difference from how we bought shoes back then to how it is now.